I'm falling. Welcome to the Mirror Review. Let me bring it in just like that. Tune into the motherfucker. Tune into the motherfucker. The Mirror Review. Welcome to the Mirror Review. It's about to be epic. Review, y'all. Tune in. It's about to be epic. No, seriously though. Epic. You did. I'm Ali 5000. Oh, now. Welcome to the Mirror Review. Yeah. I'm falling.
Hello and welcome to the Mirror Review. I am your host, Cordero.
And ho, it's your boy, none other than Prince Tay.
And what's up, y'all? I'm Tony.
All right. Happy holidays to everyone out there.
Happy holidays, you guys.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
We reached the end of the year, you guys. We are at the end.
We have. Well, not yet. Close, but not yet. We still gotta get through Christmas.
In a blink of an eye, you might as well say.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, but we still got a couple more weeks, boo.
Touche.
That's funny because every time I tell people like my birthday's coming up in January, but then they be like, I say my birthday coming up, should I say? And they say, no, your birthday ain't until next year. To me, it's like it's coming up.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
And you said, how old you gonna be on his birthday? What you say?
I ain't saying. You tried that one. I'm still young.
All right.
So let's get into the shit. Y'all ready?
Before we get into our show, you guys look amazing tonight. You guys look awesome.
Thank you. And before we do that, let's have our toast.
So unfortunately, you guys, King is not with us tonight. Unfortunately, you guys, please be sure to keep him, his families, and loved ones in your deepest prayers right now. He just lost a family member, so please make sure you all pray for not just for them, but for the family mental as well. Okay, you guys?
Absolutely.
Amen.
All right, let's get into it.
Come on, let's get into. Yes, God, let's get into. So, what do you think about images? Now, when I say images, I mean, like, how do you feel about people who display themselves in a certain type of lighting?
What do you mean? You gotta elaborate on a little bit more.
Okay, so how do you feel about people who they do a certain profession, they have a certain profession, but the next thing you know, you get online and you see them doing the spread eagle, making a couple of videos. You like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, if that's how they make money, good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to judge, but if they say that they're one thing and they're not, then that's when I have the problem.
I don't know how I felt about this. So Ms. Natalie, none other than Long Chin Natalie. Shout out to you, Long Chin, baby. She's all on Twitter. She got that thing spread it open. She spread it for good joy.
Spreading that wide open for everybody to see.
Everybody to see.
Wow.
What them old people say back in the day, baby? I see that child future. I see her future.
What? Oh, she was dropping it like it was hot.
You didn't
she
see?
was sitting down in the shower and she.
Oh my God.
I guess
she
wants to make it wet, make it harder.
Oh, wow.
I also like that once she put that out there. Well, I don't know if she has. Does she have kids?
I'm not sure, but I know she's married.
Once you put that out there, like it's out there. They can always be able to look it up and everything. Like it's out there.
So might as well be I feel like if you were single, okay, cool. But you're not just representing you no more when you're married. When you are married, it is a us. So when you look bad, I look bad.
That's true.
Right. At this point, you might as well be a porn star. I mean, you put it out there.
Dang.
Don't get her too much
credit. You know what though? But maybe he happy with the porn star. I mean, we ain't asked him. I mean, we don't know.
He has been quiet.
I got a question for him and her. I want to know if he's satisfied. Because, baby, she need a little kegels. It was not tight. It was not pretty. It looked like meatloaf. Now, I done seen some pretty kitty in the day, but, baby, that kitty was not cute.
Not meatloaf.
That Hello Kitty was not Hello Kitty at all, baby.
You done went in on this baby like that.
Baby, she went in on herself. She should maybe try something. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she didn't know her lighting or her angles, because, baby, that kitty was not kitty.
Wow, I have to go back and go watch it now.
You ain't missed nothing. Spare yourself. You ain't missed nothing at all.
You didn't. You really didn't.
Not only that, now let's keep this rolling. So apparently Tamar got on her big girl draws. Have you heard about that?
Oh yeah, I did see that video that y'all sent me. It was some video of,
So apparently Tamar is feeling real big girl-ish. I'm confused on why are you attacking a person when if you and this man supposed to have been so-called done, ended, and through, and now you're being disrespectful and attacking her character. Why? She had nothing to do with you, him, the next person, and then some. It's coming off to me as you still digmatized. You are coming off as a bitter ex-girlfriend. fiance.
I agree. I mean, the girl did. The girl got online and basically was explaining to Tamar like how it happened. Basically, like this guy, whatever his name is, but um, basically asked her out to go out to a game. So basically,
Mhm.
was it a baseball game or something like that?
They went to a basketball game or whatever, and Tommy was just like, she hung out with him and everything, and she wasn't with him because of his money and stuff like that. Like she was really, she thought he was a cool guy, someone to chill, kick it with. But now here's what get
Wow.
interesting. So Tommy made a comment, was just like, well, once we went to the hotel and he used his points, I was no longer interested. I'm confused. I don't give a damn how much money you got. Everybody like a free handout every now and then. So shit, if I
Right.
got enough points to get us this room, shit, come on. Can I
I
get the
mean,
one?
I thought that was just strange because I watched her in the video first before Tamar. And so when I seen it, I was like, okay, I may be able to get with what she's saying, not knowing the full story, but kind of like what she was saying was like, oh, okay, you on your shit, okay, you the shit, okay, good for you. And
Right.
then when I seen Tamar at the concert and she was talking about how she was gonna go get her man back and and all this and that, I was like, oh, okay. So Tamar is like, girl, you tried it, but I'm Tamar Braxton.
Tamar
See,
sounds
and
like
that's
a
the part
fool
that's
for
so
saying something like
confusing
that.
because why are you attacking the woman when he's the one you was with him? Your loyalty and trust and commitment was with him. This third party had nothing to do with you and your spouse.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Tamar has always struck me as one of those singers who really wants to be like a global superstar. And while she may have that power to do that, she don't use it in the right way. So,
I agree.
unfortunately, her sister still reigns supreme, and that's Miss Toni Braxton. I mean, that's really how we know Tamar.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then also Tammy, also, did you hear the part where she said he ate her ass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
That's why I had to go get my man
Yes, she
back,
did.
y'all.
Oh my God.
And I know y'all lying. If y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game, we broke up. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. Shit, I could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up, bitch. Don't get it fucked up. It's a good man, Savannah.
Let's get into it. So all I said was, hi. All I said was he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. And I sent him on his way. It wasn't the middle class house that he lives in Atlanta. It wasn't the Bentleys, because I drive a Rolls Royce, that got me. It wasn't, I don't know, the slick part thing he got going on. It wasn't none of that. It was when he paid for the Waldorf in points. I knew that I could no longer play this game. So it was a one night thing. He never got no. One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton, not Mrs. Not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no soul. That shit between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man, as you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you. Now I'm about to post your shit.
Ooh.
So first of all, I definitely says I think what Tamar said at her concert, I feel like that's
Wow.
something that Tamar should have said among friends. Like it's one thing we all kikiing on the phone, but to go to your show and be like blah blah blah, that is so unprofessional.
Ooh, that was crazy.
I feel like still she didn't have to. Did she really have to get on stage and let the whole world know
Exactly. Like
that?
I feel like that was so degrading of her character as a woman, first of all. Second of all, as a pop star. And then third of all, you are so many role models and big sister this and woman empowerment. And then you get on stage and show your ass like that.
Yeah,
When
I
Beyonce
think
and
that
Jay-Z had the situation, Beyonce not once went on any of her stage or platform and said, oh yeah, Jay was in the elevator getting a blowjob, a hand job, or whatever. She kept it cute, she kept it professional, and she did what needed to be done behind the scenes. That right there was a conversation that her girlfriends and herself should have had, not the world.
well, you got to think though too. You know, as far as the industry is concerned, you know, Tamar again is her sister is like A. She's like B. Let's just be honest. I just want to because she's gonna do things to get attention. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to do things that go out of her way to be seen. See, if she was just be her normal self and just sing and stay out of that and follow her sister as a role model, she
Mm-hmm.
would have a better career. So unfortunately, she's taking this route and she did not do nothing that her mama told her to do.
I feel like Tommy, I'm proud of Tommy. Tommy did good. And anybody who knows Tommy, Tommy is a firecracker.
Mm.
Tamar, you got mouth, but Tommy got hands. And I feel like Tommy did very well. Tommy, that bitch, like, send me your address, bitch. What's up? I'm outside your house right now.
I think Tamar needs a little bit more healing.
Mm.
Before she left the other guy, what's his name, Vince, she was supposed to be doing, some therapy and supposed to be healing a little bit. She needs to heal a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Evan,
definitely
you
see
have
that for her.
anything?
Look, I don't know either of these women personally. I just felt like Tommy said it the best, which is how you gonna let him play us. She said it in more colorful words, but
Mm-hmm.
like how you gonna let him play us? Two sisters, and I mean we two Ritz over here, and you gonna let this saltine play us?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I
I
felt
mean, it
like
just
she
really
said,
makes me upset because Tamar, like I know her sisters, they come from Maryland, they come from a black family. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though she light skinned and got the blonde hair now, like they are black women. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just kind of like, why y'all even doing this? Tamar, that's why, like, don't even
well,
get me
look,
started.
what is his name? What is the guy name? See,
JR.
yeah,
JR.
no.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know his
Okay,
name.
so the thing for me is look at what he portrays. Even if I'm not even gonna say he's trying to be black. What I'm gonna say is look at even if he is trying to be black, look at what part of the black community he plays. Everything about him says pimp.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about him says I'm a player. Everything about him says I got money, so
Well, you know what, and you know what, Albany, and I love that for him. If that's
I
what he
mean
did,
I love that well, I'm gonna say I love that for him. Let me not.
but
What
like,
I'm
but you know what though, I
saying
just
is
hope that he don't get in no. I hope he don't get in no shit. But go ahead and do you because these are grown women.
well my
Do
thing
y'all think maybe he's trying to slide into maybe possibly just being in the scene and being a celebrity or something like that? That he's
no,
trying
well, I'm
to?
He
gonna be
too
real.
old for that.
Can
I
I be
mean, that
real?
doesn't matter.
Can I be real for a minute?
Okay.
What has been happening in this good old country of the USA? I'm looking at it as it's no different than what is that baby name? Her dad of the country singer. She was out here in her J's and stuff. What's her name?
Miley.
Her, it's no different than
Okay,
what's going on.
you just done wore me out.
They
I'm
done
done.
came over here. They come over here in the black world, and they want to play around. And then once they get through playing around, they're gonna go back where they belong, and they're gonna go have a good old time and get married, have children. I just always think it's interesting that you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do a white woman like that.
And you know what
they
is
do, they're gonna be real quiet about it.
and what's so interesting is that they will have white children, and you know I just think that it's a whole thing of like black women in particular should be coming together. You know what I'm saying? They should be coming together and making it do whatever they need to do. I don't know what it is that they do, to be honest.
Look, be it unto me to send them to a white woman. But Carrie Underwood, where you at, honey? Teach them about them 2 black Cadillacs you was talking about, baby. That's what you can do.
You got a point. You got a point. I can see that.
That's what they should. They should be somewhere getting together, playing him, making him spin that cheese, and then laughing at him somewhere. That's what they should be doing. And I think that's the vibe that Tommy is on. Tamar, honey, you need to get on that Tommy vibe, because like she said, she was over there with her dude. She was like, I did this for fun. It got under your skin, so it has done exactly what it did. I think Javante was right. She should have got up there, been professional, and kept it cute, sung her song, and moved on. If you don't do anything about it, girl, you should. Because, baby, let me tell you something. If you can write that song, My Man, about your mama trauma, honey, you should have wrote another song about it. If you was going to do it, put it in a single and sell it. Learn.
That's true. You got a point. You got a point. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it is what it is on that note.
All right. On to Jennifer Hudson and Jason Lee. So Jason Lee went on to the Breakfast Club to talk about, well, he was discussing some other things, and then he actually mentioned Jennifer Hudson and basically said that she was illiterate. And he also has talked about her quite a few times. I'm not sure why he would say these type of things, because this woman is a beautiful woman. She's beautiful. She can act. She can sing. She got a talk show. Let this lady be happy. Leave Jennifer alone. Also, can we have the clip of what
unexpected divorce from Jeezy? And she went on the Jennifer Hudson show, because that's where you go when you want to get your word across, I guess. We all know Jennifer Hudson's illiterate. Well, look, she went on the show to talk to her, speaking out on.
What do y'all think about this?
Damn, you ain't even let the car warm up good enough. You already just took off. Like, God damn.
Hold on. Let's wait just 1 second. Okay. Before you say anything about Jennifer Hudson, because ain't nobody perfect. And so let me just put that out there. Jennifer Hudson is the youngest Black EGOT in the world. So she has an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. She is very talented, and she's more talented than most people in the world, because that's why she got those things. So whether she can write or sing, or she might not be able to do certain things everybody else can do, Beyonce can't do it either. So as Quasi as is kept, no, she is the best, and she proven to be the best, you know what I'm saying, in the artistic world, to be an artist. She can act, she can sing, you know what I'm saying, she can be on stage plays. And so, you know, with that being said, I feel like of course she got some growing to do. You know what I'm saying? But we should support people like that, because she's been through a lot. You should support people like that.
She also is the youngest African American in history to win an Oscar as well.
Correct.
She's won a whole bunch of stuff. BET Awards, 9 NAACP Image Awards,
everything,
SAG Awards. She won something.
Everything.
Like she's yeah.
Now
like Jason Lee, he talked like that.
What do you expect the response supposed to be? Now that you made that comment about her, Am I supposed to stop liking her? Stop listening to her? Stop cheering her on? Stop saying her name? Now that you said that about her, like, what are we supposed to do now that you said that? Because if
You
you
know,
said the same thing about Michelle Obama, now what? Am I supposed to not like Michelle Obama because she didn't do this or do that? Now that you like, a lot of people don't get that concept. When you say stuff like that, what is the reaction that you're looking for?
yeah, and I, you
Right.
know,
I
and
feel like that was a personal jab.
yeah, and it's like, and don't you
It came
come
from
for
a
us.
nose.
Don't you come for her. Don't you come for Chicago artists that we
Hello.
go
Yeah.
through a lot. Don't you come because she has been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's when people say stuff like that, it's like you don't even know, you ain't even never met her. Not for real. Y'all ain't even had a real conversation. So, you know what I'm saying? He needs to stop. Like, you know, it's like don't go too far.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just believe sometimes, you know, I really wasn't a big fan of Jason when he was on Love and Hip Hop. I couldn't stand him. However, but I'm gonna say something though. I never judged him specifically on that because one thing I did was I was like, you know, gay people, we get new spaces. Let's just see what it's go. I know this isn't his whole personality in its totality, is what I would always say. Once he started doing the Hollywood Unlocked and like doing the live actual shows of me seeing him, and you know, Jason he was already a handsome man, but now he's had a glow up. You know, he looks nice and nicer. And my thing about him saying that is I'm like, ooh, so why would you attack? Because that's an attack. I don't know what you say.
That's a personal attack.
That whole illiterate situation. I'm like, she can't be too illiterate because she got an immigrant Oscar Latona, which means she can read a line. She can also read music. I'm trying to figure out, do you understand what the definition of illiterate means?
No, no, he don't get it because she's from the south side of Chicago, and that's just how we talk, and that's just how we write. And so that's just it is what it is. But if you really want to test her, then she can sing better than him and take over his whole talk show, and then he wouldn't have a talk show no more because Jennifer Hudson couldn't control.
Well, I also think he needs to be very careful too, because with somebody who has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, they got a lot of power. They got a lot of power you don't know about.
No, stop.
Baby.
Like, what are you doing? Don't fuck up.
What are you doing? Like, I would love to see you progress and move forward, but that's not. You would want her to come to your show. Viewership would definitely go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are crazy.
You never know. It could be that one voice that takes you out completely. Look at Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson was doing amazing. She got on BET when the BET show was on and said something about Blue Ivy. B shut that shit up real quick. She shut her down real quick. Now where's Carrie Hilson? Doing knockoff BET movie, Christmas movies and shit like that.
Yep.
Well,
You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, but I think that it was so interesting because y'all had me watch the Soul Train before the last time and so I turned it on and I was trying to watch it, you know, but before the Soul Train was on, Dreamgirls was on. And I just remember the time that I was in the movie theater and I heard Jennifer Hudson sing in the movies. And everybody just stood up and clapped in the movie theater. She did such an excellent job with Dreamgirls that's really what catapulted her career to be who she is today. And I'm so glad that, of course, y'all know I'm going to say Chicago. I'm so glad that she's from here. She is, you know, had to deal with a lot. And so she's just like the one of the best. Now, she may not have the best R&B albums. Let's be honest, because she should be doing Broadway and acting. You know, since she may not be like in the deep R&B world, but that's okay. She's a Black artist and she can do soul music. She plays.
Well,
Well, her songs are hits.
Yes, they are. She's one of the best. You know, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
well, my thing is too that I like to you or to some people, I love every last one of Jennifer Hudson albums. So she does have a fan base. So I do. I love every last one of her albums.
And I hope Jennifer, please don't say anything back. Just let Jason Lee be.
Jennifer not gonna say nothing back. She's like Beyonce. She ain't gonna say nothing back. She the best. She ain't even about to respond.
Well, my thing too is they said that, and I don't want to put them in the same lane, but they said the same thing about Fantasia too. And look at her now. Like, and you brought up Dreamgirls not too long ago, so I got a feeling that Jennifer Hudson is over there singing "Move On Out of Her Life."
Okay, that part.
Because look at this beautiful picture, y'all. Look at that. Can y'all see that? With her awards.
Yeah,
beautiful.
And you know what's crazy? Jennifer never had it easy. Jennifer has always been picked on. They body shamed her. They talked about her. And through it all, she still pushed through every obstacle that was thrown her way. Jennifer was always painted to be like a big girl. Jennifer was never, ever like a Rasputia. She was a thick woman. She was a beautiful, thick woman.
Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. That's it. That's all that she is. Because as soon as she drop a gospel album, it's gonna be over with.
Which is another reason why I felt like, another reason why I feel like Jason really should have connected with her more. But that's another reason why I look at men in the industry and why they seem to can't connect with Black women in the industry. I mean, look at Diddy and everything that they saying about what he put some women through.
Somebody said Kelly Price.
Not Kelly Price. Like, like how Kelly Price had to go through in transition. So it's just, I don't know where his mind was at when he said it. I would like for him to clear it up, though.
Yes.
He's not.
Yeah, well, you know what? And we're gonna have to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Next. We're gonna
have to
talk about this baby.
But also on the Breakfast Club, I think it was Charlamagne and I forgot the other guy's name. They sat there and they didn't say anything. They just let him just drag old poor Jennifer Hudson.
Sometimes you just gotta make people make an ass out of themselves.
But that's why Black women are saying that Black men don't take up for them.
But hold on. Well, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and there's no shade, no tea. But when I see him, I don't see me at all. Like I don't relate to him. So I can't say that he Black with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a deep black and trim. And he looks very light and mixed.
No, darling, I was specifically speaking about Charlamagne.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You didn't say anything. Me in that studio, I would have been like, hold up.
Right?
That's what we not gonna do.
We trying to get Jennifer. We trying to get Jennifer in the studio. Like you need.
As soon as she come back home, I'm gonna like, where's Pooh at?
And then I watch her show. I watch her show almost like every morning when I come home from work. I actually watch her show, and she read those teleprompters pretty good to me. So I don't see where he's talking about she's illiterate.
Yeah. That part.
So we could skip him. Can we move on?
All right. So it is what it is with Jason Lee.
Right. Okay, if we can move on down into Atlanta. I don't know if y'all remember the story about a Deacon, Johnny Holloman. He was basically stopped on a traffic stop. And in the transition of that, I'm going to make this very short, okay? In the transition of the stop, he was tased. He also had hypertension, and he had some type of heart problem as well. So when they tased him, basically the coroner they decided that he died on the site. Well, the problem is the video was recently released. This happened back in September. The incident did. So the video was finally released. And in the video, you can tell that he didn't understand exactly. He was an older man. I'm going to say late 50s, maybe early 60s. And you can tell he truly didn't understand. The officer kept telling him to sign the ticket. But he just wanted to know, is that an admission of guilt? Y'all know our older black men, hell, they can barely hear as it is, so they loud when they talk. You know, them older men, especially like where I come from, and being he was from Atlanta, I'm like, yep, that's the South. And so he was kind of boisterous when he said, you know, they was taught to speak up so we could hear them. And so the officer kept telling him to sign the ticket. He was like, "No, is this an admission of guilt? I don't want to sign it from admission of guilt." And he was like, "No, you got to sign the ticket." Next thing you knew, he was handcuffing him and telling him that he's supposed to sign the ticket. He was refusing to sign the ticket, so he got to arrest him. And the next thing you know, the tow truck man was involved, which I really don't understand how the tow truck man, I'm like, maybe the laws are different in Atlanta. I don't know. But I know that he was supposed to call a supervisor on the scene. He did not, and Johnny Holloman was, he died when he got to the hospital. The officer, at this moment, he no longer has his job. But the family is saying that they want him to be arrested. They want the tow truck man to be arrested. And since September, the Atlanta police has changed their policy to now let them know that if a person do not want to sign the citation, that they don't have to. The officer can put on there, refuse to sign the citation. But you will still, even when they put that on there, basically if they put you refuse to sign it, they will still issue all the charges as though you had a physical arrest.
So I have some questions, but before the questions go on, I've actually, hey Devon, I actually had an officer who had told me to sign the ticket, but he told me that he was going to have to arrest me if I didn't sign the ticket. So I actually signed the ticket. That was his word.
So then, I don't know about. So that's why they had to put those rules into effect. So I don't know about like Chicago. I don't know about Atlanta. I know specifically here what they put in place in Atlanta was to let that person know that it's not an admission of guilt. Anytime that I've ever been stopped or had a citation, like I've been stopped because the window, they thought my tint was too dark, but it was a cloudy day and I knew my car was black and I knew it does that. It looks darker than what it was on a cloudy day. And so the officers always tell me, like, that's one of the first things they spit out here in Tennessee is it's not an admission of guilt. You can sign the ticket and you can go to court. I even heard, now I will say this, I did hear the officer say in the video that it wasn't an admission of guilt. However, I think when you're dealing with a senior citizen, I just feel like there should be some type of slow down. They might not understand you. Like, I feel like that officer was either rushing or you was trying to. First of all, he was out of protocol. They did admit that. Like, he was just out of protocol. When he refused to sign, he was supposed to call a supervisor down there. And he did not do so. And so, therefore, he no longer has his job. The tow company won't say if the other man lost his job or is he even on the scene.
Okay, so how did he die at the hospital? Like,
so the coroner is saying that he died there. The coroner is saying that he died there, but the report is that he died.
I'm missing some parts. I'm sorry. So, why did he go to the hospital?
Okay, so in the video,
sorry.
I'm
making it long. I'm sorry.
No. If you look at the video, you can see when he tased him, he instantly hit the ground. Like, instantly hit the ground. He's sitting there rubbing on his chest to get him to wake up. He's calling his name. You can really. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
So did he ask him to get out of the car for him to be able to?
No. They was already out of the truck. Like, when the video starts, he's already out of the truck. He's explaining that. You know, he's hollering he didn't do anything, but the officer said something about he turned at the light or something like that. But you could tell when the officer tased him, he immediately hit the ground. He's rubbing on his chest to try to revive him. But you can hear in that officer's voice, oh, you knew you fucked up. Like, because he hit that ground instantly. Like,
I mean, I think that, you know, that's like all too common because, I mean, you know, we just had this happen so much.
Yeah, Jerome.
And, you know, and it's like, you know, real fucked up. You know, I would say that it's unfortunate because I believe just like when you're working with police, that you need to also know your specialty. Like there's some police that can work with young people, like social workers work with young people, like physicians work with young people. So they're working with young people and they're working in gangs. You know what I'm saying? They're working in where young people have violent situations. That's their specialty. If you out here with a senior citizen or a person with a disability and you're not trained, you're saying then that means that you should not be doing that fucking job.
I agree to that.
100%.
I agree.
I'm still trying to figure out from what he was stopped for. Where did the taser come from? Like what?
Because he was being, the officer, what he was being, the older gentleman, it would seem like he was being irate to somebody who does not understand the elderly. Like, I understood by him speaking the way he was speaking, he just did not understand what was going on. The man probably hadn't had a damn ticket in his life. Like, my mom,
Right.
For instance, my mom didn't get her first ticket until she was 56. Like, some older people just have never received a ticket. They have never been stopped by the police, you know.
Because they ain't did shit wrong. That's why.
That part. And he was a deacon and he was coming from Bible study. Lord, you know, like, come on. You know,
I tell people all the time, I've never been in handcuffs or anything like that. I've been pulled over, but like I've never been in jail. I've never been pulled over. Well, yeah, I have been pulled over, but I've never been in jail, never been in handcuffs or none of that.
Now, you know what's crazy? Because I actually love getting pulled over. Like, when I get pulled over,
Wait,
pulled over.
what?
Now, but here's I say this in a
Look
funny
at Ebony like,
Let me drink to that.
what
in a high way why I love getting pulled over. The reason why I love getting pulled over is because, one, I know that I didn't do anything, and then two, when you take my ID and go run it, ain't shit on them. Ain't not a damn thing on them. Huh. Thanks,
But
come on, get my license, run it back, bro. Now you feel dumb and shitty. I know, ain't shit on them.
But still, I still don't want to get pulled over. Like,
No.
I love it now you finna look dumb.
Yeah, I'd have been pulled over plenty of times. I've been pulled over through, high and low, and to the side. I've been all pulled in different kind of ways. Yes.
all right.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
are we done with this?
Hold on. I want to see what it say. Gets the privilege and grace to be seen as.
Yes, Jerome.
Well.
Child, y'all should see me when I get pulled over, honey. When I tell you before,
I can only imagine what you be doing the most, don't you?
I know. When they get there, I don't say nothing. By the time they get there, I literally will have my license and my registration. My insurance will be pulled up on my phone, my license and my registration in my hand, just like this. When on my hands be on the wheel, and they be like,
I know that's right.
And then they be like, can I grab it? I be like, yeah. They grab it, and then they be talking to me, and they be like, how's your day going? And they be like, sir, are you okay? And I be like, I have the right to remain silent. And I look right back forward. I ain't got time.
I love this. Oh, I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you? Go ahead and run that ID, because you ain't gonna find shit.
Because technically, you don't have to answer any of those questions.
Because when I get to court, I need to tell the judge I ain't even say nothing. I just, look.
I'll be like, I got you on camera.
You got me on camera sitting there looking forward.
Right, but
Oh man,
their cameras sometimes these days they get in,
They're
they
fake.
take them things back to the station and they get somehow deleted and messed with and all that extra stuff.
I pull over and turn the car off and get out the car before they turn the lights on.
What? Joseph. Oh, that's just so sad. Oh my God. Oh, that is some real trauma. Oh my God.
Wait a minute, y'all remember that episode of Fresh Prince when they pulled him and Carter over and Will was like, he gonna actually get out the car calls. That's Joseph. when Will got out the car, he put his hands on his friend. He was
Okay.
like,
That reminds me of I was watching Medea yesterday. I think it was Medea something. It was one of the things when she was when they got pulled over in the car. And
Which one? Look, she always getting pulled up.
I forgot which one of them it is, but yeah, one of them got put. They got pulled over. It was actual Tyler Perry and Medea in the same car side by side, and then it was like I forgot the other ones in the back. I forgot who else in the back, but
Sound like Medea
goes to jail.
Like yeah.
no, it wasn't Medea Goes to Jail though.
The funeral?
No, it was the one where they had.
It don't matter. Go ahead.
No, it was the when it was a little family something, and the daddy had died, and
The funeral?
Yeah, it was not the funny one though. It was like a movie.
You're right. The movie one.
No, I know which one you're talking about. It ain't that one. I'm gonna have to find out which one it is. But let's move on. It is what it is.
Right.
Yes. Hey y'all, is it my turn yet or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I don't be knowing.
Baby, we've been waiting on you for about
is
three
it on me?
tries.
Allegedly speaking. Yes, so I just love that Destiny Child. I just love that they came back and just took some pictures that really made sense. I mean, they just look so beautiful. And y'all had sent me the video cause some I don't know who it was, but was at the like party or the movie release or so when y'all sent it to me, it was of LaToya Luckett. And I said, oh my God. I said, this bitch is out here with this shortcut, with this little like light bronze happening, and this really beautiful, simple dress, just really being beautiful. And I just and that's what set it off for me, because she's the first one that I saw. I ain't even seen Beyonce first. I just saw her. And she is such a huge part of Black entertainment, of Black art, Black singing, and Black acting, that I'm just like, she really took herself out of Destiny Child and started her own career.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just so impressed by her and how beautiful that she looked. So what did y'all think?
I'm happy to like. Well, first off, I thought all of them was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, all of them was like beautiful. But I'm happy, and hopefully they could come together and give us some music. That'll be lovely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because and I was thinking that Latavia, like people kind of left her out, but she was always, first of all, she could sing the alto and bass, and she can rap. And I think that that kind of like left her as like the left eye of the group, because I think that that's what they were going for when they first started. Their only competitor majorly was TLC. You know what I'm saying? Because Candy was writing all of their songs. And so, I feel like, all of them should come back and do what they do. And do, what I'm saying? Because, they're all vocally are very strong. And they all look so beautiful. Like, I just couldn't believe how I was just amazed. That was really good for Black culture.
I agree. I think I'm sorry, go ahead, Cordero.
I would like to see of course I would like to see them come back, but I would like to see someone else like have the lead instead of Beyonce for a change, to basically let the other voices be heard a little bit more.
Well, I would say, no, that's a good point. The only person that could probably do that would be
Kelly.
Michelle or Kelly. And I would say Michelle, because
Michelle is a little too low.
Who?
A little too low.
Who?
Michelle. I think
no,
Kelly.
she can sing higher than all of them. Allegedly speaking. No, for real. This baby can sing.
That's
I don't
my
know.
opinion.
I think if they keep the formula that they had in DC3, it can work out. Like, give everybody a chance to sing on the song. The only problem is, and I understand kind of when Kelly and them was doing, I cannot remember the name of the show, but they ended up coming out with June's Diary out of that show, and what they have what June's Diary have a problem with is no producer really wants to work with, because all of those girls in June's Diary can sing, and so the problem that I think Kelly even pointed out was no producer's going to work with them. Nobody wants to separate all those vocals. And I was like, oh, that makes sense why Beyonce was kind of the lead singer in Destiny's Child. T-Boz kind of took the lead in TLC. Like, it all makes sense now.
Ebony, but what I'm saying is that Kelly sounds too similar to Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? I think that they both have a like vocally, I could tell that they sing together. And you know what I'm saying? I can tell because they have to. Because if Kelly don't know how Beyonce sing, then they wouldn't be Destiny Child. I mean, those two are Destiny Child. Even without anybody else, if those two singers, Kelly and Beyonce, their vocals together are sickening. And they had tried that when the group had broke up. They tried to go with just them two. And you listen to the music, they needed somebody that was, again, from Illinois, not from Chicago, but they needed somebody with a strong gospel powerhouse vocal, you know what I'm saying, to really help it mush, that wouldn't take over. So they can't be like a Fantasia, but they can be a Michelle Williams that would often probably sing with Fantasia. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they both have those Broadway, Jennifer Hudson type of vocals. But Michelle is a strong vocal. I think that outside of Beyonce, if Michelle really wanted to, from the church all the way to the stage, she would tear them up. And she's confident. And she's very confident.
That's really interesting. And I think the ladies from Destiny Child, first off, everybody's out of their 20s now. They all looking amazing now. Yeah. I think they are all strong individual women, for the simple fact that after working in a group like the group that you guys was in, these women got so much backlash and shadow. Oh, well, Beyonce's doing this. What are you doing? Kelly's doing that. What are you doing? Michelle's doing this. What are you doing? And through all the negativity that was thrown at them, that was said, they still kept going, still kept putting their name out there. Okay, that's my girl. She doing her tour. I'm over here doing my thing. So you saying that to say what? And they were shadowed so much behind this one particular person, and yet everybody is still shining right now. Still pushing through.
One of the things that I know that they all do is most definitely they always say, every last one will be like, nah, we knew Beyonce was different before y'all knew Beyonce was different. It was like, it was just the work ethic that she had. Exactly. What I think about them is, I think everybody brings something to the group. Like they do. They just all brought something different to the group. That's why Destiny Child didn't look nothing like DC3. Like, it was just a whole nother vibe to the group. It was. I like the fact that they were more, when they were Destiny Child, you could definitely tell they were more Southern, had more of their country. What some people would probably, people get country and hood confused all the time. But I think that's just what it was. I love.
No, I mean, you know what? Ebony, they was a little bit of both though, because you got to remember they was working with Timberland and Missy Elliott. Like, when they first came out, they was working with Wyclef. Oh, they was killing the game. But
no, because I've worked with, what I mean by that is I've worked with, like, people don't realize, but I started writing on rap beats, and everybody just assumed that I was hood. And I was like, no, I'm a country boy. Very shy, very country. It's just what I write different. Because of what I'm around and what is aspiring me at the moment. So it's like, that's why I say they were very southern, very country. And then when they moved over to DC3, that's when you ended up with Bootylicious, and you ended up with Soldier and all of this.
Yeah,
it was
so
just
great.
a different vibe. Because first of all, Tanitria
love it. Yeah.
It's from the Rockford area. So you was gonna get a little hood.
I love it. Yes. Yes.
So, you know, it's just that's what I look at.
Well, no, what that's a great question, Clack and Shimmy. How would all five get along, seeing how Michelle replaced the other two? I think that they would just have to get over it because
let me answer that question, because
they would have to get over. I mean,
in interviews, both of them have been like, "Oh no, Michelle, that's my girl."
Yeah, I mean, they have to get over it, right? Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, they was like, they definitely was like, nah, they was like, Michelle, that's our girl. We met her, and she just be cool people. So it's like, and I get that. That's kind of, I feel like they all get along. Everybody has matured.
Yes, and again, as I just stated, Michelle is the person who brought in the more gospel side. There was no gospel to Destiny Child
not really.
Not really. Sorry.
Gospel is for Destiny Child.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until Michelle started singing with them that they even did, they might have did a gospel number, but Michelle definitely being a gospel singer, that's why they added her to the group.
What is
yes.
Did you
hold on, because you keep on cutting me off, baby. I'm not finished. And then, she also handled the hooks as well. So if, of all the major songs where it required a spiritual type of feel to it, they would always have Michelle doing it. So Michelle studied, she worked hard, she gave her best in all of those vocals, and she sounds excellent.
So did you listen to the first album?
Yeah. Not gospel at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're from Chicago. We give something. She sings from a pit. Mm-hmm. There's a pit. You sing from your foot up. Michelle can do that. Michelle can do that. She might not be able to dance like them. She cannot dance like them, but Michelle can sing gospel. She's the best gospel artist of the group. So if it wasn't for her, there wouldn't even be no gospel with that
from your foot. That's funny how you say sing from your foot and with that pit.
I mean, that's what she do.
So when you, I hear you, and I hear a lot of, you keep saying, oh, I think it's your ear of what you're hearing, what you think is what gospel is. I'm thinking on a more, a broader version of where you're thinking. I'm thinking more so of, I hear Beyonce when she sing, like especially when she was younger, I heard the gospel. That's why when she went to Fighting Temptation, I heard it. Yep, that fits. That's perfect. Just like when LaToya went and she did Preacher's Kid or something like that she did, I knew that was a perfect fit. So it's like Sell On, when she did Sell On Down the Line and all of those things, I'm like, gospel was there. I think it was more so the industry that kind of pushed them towards who they needed to be, who they wanted to be. It wasn't until Beyonce, like when they got to the Writings on the Wall, I could tell that they were now moving into the adult. You gotta think about it. They were like, do y'all know how old they were on their first album? I didn't know until they said it, baby. That just shocked me. It was years ago I found out. But they were like 15,
Michelle was not on that album, so I'm not talking about that album. I'm talking when they started singing.
Young from YouTube said
where you said that it wasn't a gospel.
Michelle, is the only person who has a gospel album. period, several, and been nominated for gospel.
But
Ain't
I
none
think
of
that
them
was
is a
also
gospel
strategic.
artist, but her.
I think that was very strategic on their part because notice that Kelly didn't come out. It didn't sound nothing like what Beyonce was coming out. All of them had different albums.
Okay,
Young
let me ask you this. So if you
Young
was
from
able
YouTube
to
said,
back up
what-
somebody, who would you vocally back up, Albany, and the gospel artist? Like, if you had the opportunity to sing with them, who would you want to back up for?
Are we
That's a
talking
good
about
question.
on what type of scale are we talking? Like, just any artist or
Any gospel artist that come to your mind now, the person who I would say, if I had the opportunity to back up and vocalize for, and she gets so much backlash, nobody's a big fan of her, but I love Kim Burrell. I would love to sing with Kim.
Baby, we don't like him. We don't like her, even though she's the best vocalist. So let's try
I ain't
again.
gonna
Let's
speak
hit
on
the. Let's go on here to hit the reset button. The gay community, hello, we don't like him. So give us another gospel singer.
That's the only one I would
better
vocalize with.
we ain't talking about Kim.
I mean, but if that's who he wants to back up for, let him back up.
No.
Moving along.
Over.
Well, this is coming to the end of our show. Javante.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the ending of the show where it's time for us to go. But before we go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit that share button. Also, before I leave you all, I want to let you guys know what you've been asking for and why you feel like you are not in the situation that you should be in. Just know it's because of your faith that got you through the obstacles that you faced, that you had to overcome, and the one that you weren't even so sure about. Your faith and your determination is what got you to the point that you are now. So to move to that next part, please keep that faith. And remember, if no one told you that they love you, please allow us to be the first to say that we love you. You are beautiful, you are worth it, and you are loved. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the Male Review. I'm one of your co-hosts, Prince Vaughn.
All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Bye.
I'm falling. Welcome to the Mirror Review. Let me bring it in just like that.